Sorry, Toad. Your save will have to wait for another day, because well, of all the times you said, but our princess is in another castle. I feel like I said that in the last episode. Well, maybe I did. Hey guys, it's Gum here, and we are here for the finale of New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Last time we've started on World 8, and we're gonna finish it and finish up the game here because this is the finale. So we only have 5 more stages left. 4 if you don't count that one down there. But yeah, let's get into this here. And I'm actually gonna be going back to a previous talking point that I made during my Let's Play on Pokemon Heart Gold episode 33. Yeah, because there was a reason for that. And that reason is that I've just watched earlier tonight. I just watched the new SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run, and I gotta say I'm impressed with it. But really, I was very impressed with it. But yeah, the reason I started going back to a previous talking point that I made during my Let's Play on Pokemon Heart Gold episode 33. Is that? Yeah, I'm still disappointed that film didn't get skipped theaters, as I would have gladly gone to theaters to see it. Even right now, if it still did, because, come on, Paramount, you could have at least done that, well, have it on streaming on Paramount Plus and be in theaters, because, come on, Warner Brothers did it with the Tom and Jerry movie that came out, like, last week, so why can't you? No one wants at putting themselves at, no, there's nothing wrong with that, really. Yeah, I think that works out great. But yeah, now it's super dark in here. He thinks to that I just did by killing all those enemies. But yeah, but yeah, just had to get that out still, because I still was disappointed that Sponge on the Run skipped theaters. Yeah, and even from the reviews I've seen, judging by the thumbnails, people saying that it was not that good. Well, yeah, we'll say it does have flaws. Definitely does have flaws. But when I was watching it, I wasn't even focusing on the flaws. I was just focusing on all the good things about it, but yeah, looking back on it now, it's like, yeah, there's definitely a few flaws, sure, or that could have made the film better, and such. But yeah, it is what it is, and now we can see what the heck we're doing. But yeah, I gotta say, some of the things I did really like about it is that it felt like it balanced all the characters out with a good amount of screen time all the way. That was just like the one thing I had for doing the previous 2 films, that felt like the screen time wasn't fully balanced out, to where first film was just mostly SpongeBob and Patrick's. Second film was about probably like a third or maybe half. More like a third of SpongeBob and Plankton. Then, yeah, and seems like SpongeBob and Run, it finally fixed that issue for me that I had. Well, it felt like everyone had about an even amount of screen time. That really, it's not that big a deal. Except, yeah, the star coins down here. No, wait, it wasn't. Oh man. This level kind of sucks because it's so dark and underwater. But yeah, I was kind of taking my time in that one, because should have been done with it by now. But anyway, well, just going on down here for this dark place again and go quicker at this. Yeah, if I have anything else seeing SpongeBob on really that you always that. Yeah, I like the animation. Like hope. Oh, I can't call all things unnecessary, but even the spin-off. But I'm still willing to give it a shot because yeah, they did release one episode for free on YouTube, which was nice. And so I watched it and I thought, this is kind of good. Feels pretty faithful to the SpongeBob that I knew, because like it keeps the voice cast the same, which is great. Which they didn't really do that for the movie, but yeah. Then again, that's only for like a flashback part. Part really. So yeah, that was that, and so yeah, for the movie of Camp Coral flashback, I don't mind it that much. But hey, and it did have some pretty good songs in there. Like, it had a pretty good song at the beginning. With yeah, there was another thing. That's another thing too. It was hard to resist temptation on watching movie clips of it, because yeah, ever since the delay to now, it felt like it really just felt like it was really hard to resist temptation on those thumbnails here. Hey, it felt like that to me. I mean, I don't know why, but yeah, but I resisted, and because I wanted to go into Sponge on the Run relatively blind, and because yeah, I just didn't want it to be end up like how what kind of was for the Sonic movie for me, where I would just watch almost all the movie clips that were released, and I could just kind of bridge together parts of the movie to see how it'd go. And which the trailer from the redesign kind of had all the things in that in kind of a chronological order from how the movie went. But yeah, then again, that's probably just me. Oh, there was the star coin. I think it was there. Yeah. It's still worth it for the hit. But there we go. Got all star coins in. One of the only times in this game where there was no checkpoint. I mean, yeah, that feels so strange. It's also strange that I can't seem to make these jumps. But I made them anyways and got the one up. But yeah, Sponge on the Run, it did still have some good moments in it, which I was focused on it and such, but do I think the movie's good? Yes. I don't think it's a terrible movie. I don't think it's an amazing movie either. I think was a relatively solid movie. I still would have, again, I still would have liked the come to theaters. It was even though it did come to theaters in other countries and such, gradually throughout to last year, but didn't come to the U.S. I was debating between saying U.S. or America there. I don't know why. And it's quite a tough level that we got here. We're on a platform here, and it's an auto scroller, and tons of bombs come down. Well, but this isn't like the hard part of it. The hard part is kind of near the end. But then again, the bombs part here is quite annoying because because of it just them coming down from parachutes, and they're not coming down from volcanoes. There was a checkpoint here. But yes, Sponge on the Run. It made it to theater. I kind of consider that film to be more of a 2020 film, not because it was originally supposed to be released in 2020, but also because it made it to theaters in other countries and such, and it came out everywhere except for the USA, and pretty much, and still also in 2020. So that's also why, and did not have enough breathing room there. And this is the part here that's quite annoying with these birds. So, yeah, and I think I also put in the description of the here where the link to I put my Let's Play on Pokemon Heart Gold episode 33, because that's when I talked about it, and that's when the film pretty much got its delay into for the US into this year, which was March 4th, 2021, which the date wasn't revealed until like I think like a month or two ago, because yeah, they were waiting to release it on its the new streaming service Paramount Plus, which is so not like Disney Plus in any way. Hey, so managed to do that all with one hand, because yeah, I was getting a jumping, and I managed to hold 1 and 2 and with like one finger with my pinky there. But yeah, that was impressive. Managed to do that. And so now on to 8-6, and after this we're gonna go back and go down there to 8-7, and just so that we get that, we see that stage there. And oh boy, lava's rising. I think this is actually, come to think of it, I think it's the only time in the game where we have a stage where the lava's rising. Well, there were like I think a couple times in DS where the lava was rising, and I don't remember if this is was rubber banded to where. Yeah, it might be, lava might be rubber banded. I can't, but I'm not sure. But I'm sure enough to know where the star coins are in this. Isn't, well, you can say that part was rubber banded, even though, yeah, we're in a new area by going through a pipe to a. Grabbed onto the chain, which didn't need to because I had the power shroom. And already we're getting closer to the end here, because it sure has been a fun run. It sure has. Of course, it's not going to be like the full-on end to the full-on finale to this, because I will have a bonus video or two, because there are some certain things that I haven't shown off yet. Some like an actual world that you get for after beating the game, and some extra modes that you can get access to on the file selection. In which one of them I'm going to show off, and the other one I'll talk about and what it is. So that's 8-6. Pretty easy stage, actually. Well, that was because I knew what to do in that. And now we could head straight to the airship here, but let's first go back and do this. Actually, let me do the. Wait, did I use this overworld cannon here? I forgot. Let's see here. Okay, I did. But I haven't used this one, which I really meant to do. Ew, but aha. I figured I might as well just do this for fun. And then, yeah, just that way it'll make the bonus video here a little shorter. Just to getting but you know what I mean. So I don't have to show off. So it'll be one less world cannon for me to show off here. Logically, I could have done that at the start of the episode, but oh well. I probably was planning on doing it, but I kind of forgot. But anyway, now on to 8-7. This is one of my favorite stages in the game. And so you're on like this skeleton coaster, and a little detail that's cool is that if you ground pound the head, it shakes like that. But the other pieces just shake like that. Yeah. And there's tons of fire. You have to jump over here, and if you're playing this 4-player, all players have to stand on this thing to in order for it to move. So there's a lot of points here where you can get instantly killed here. Well, not the lava that is shooting up like that, but yeah. But this next part here, where we actually have the points where we'll actually dip down in the lava, and you're forced to jump, like there. In fact, there's one tight spot jump you have to make which requires getting a star coin. In fact, I think it's right here. Oh. Ah, crud. I should have hit down, but it didn't quite do it. But it's okay. Okay, because... Yeah, it's okay. Okay, so this isn't really that hard of a stage here. Well, it kind of is hard, but it's now not too hard. Majorly hard, but yeah, I should have said this a little bit ago, but yeah, that's kind of my review on Smudge on the Run, where there's non-spoiler, because, yeah, I don't want to give spoilers to something that hasn't been seen. Really, if it was something that I would give spoilers to, it would be something that is like years old. For like, if something's like a decade old at the least, then that's when I'll like, okay, I'll just give a spoiler here because and such. But yeah, if something was like any less than that, then I probably wouldn't give it a spoiler. Even though there are still people out there who have not seen for stuff that is like, that's over a decade old, or even more than that, which it could possibly spoil for them. But then again, and is also stuff that I haven't seen that, like movies and such that I have not / TV shows that I have not seen, that are either a decade old for me or even longer than that. So then again, so that was that. Yeah, I missed the one red coin, but that's okay. And there we go. Stay here on. By the way, fire flower right here, the hidden wall. And now on the last one of this. And this one actually has a little something different. If you saw there was showed one above, and it started crisscrossing like this, which looks really cool. And you don't want to stand on this thing too long, thinking that you're safe, because you're gonna want to jump like that to the flagpole. And with that, we've now accessed a shortcut. A full-on shortcut to 8 airship. That's great. So we have a full-on shortcut across here. And this one unlocked pretty much all pathways to in World 8. Now it just finishes off in 8 airship. And I guess I'll say this now, like, after you beat 8 airship, the airship doesn't take off again and leaves an anchor there. Instead what it does, it just stays there. It doesn't even get destroyed or anything. So there's that, too. So there's that, and there's a propeller room. Ah, crud. Well, that's the idea how you're supposed to do it. I didn't. Come on. Me. Oh, well, this is definitely one of the levels where you can easily pull off an infinite one-up glitch. It's such a... Like, there was a point that we're about to come up to where you can pull it off. Yeah, like, it's here. Here, if you time it right, you can keep jumping off these cannonballs. Yeah, like this. But I messed up the timing. Darn it! I realized like the last second. Yeah, I just couldn't seem to catch a break in that level. So even when I'm done with playing with 3D World for the night, I still can't seem to catch a break. Because yeah, I was playing Super Mario 3D World on Switch earlier tonight, and yeah, I just couldn't seem to catch too much of a break in that game because I kept getting hit in like the most stupidest ways, and felt like stuff should have counted even though it didn't. But yeah, maybe tonight wasn't the best night for me to play 3D World. So yeah, but because I was originally planning on trying to reach all the way to World 8/World Bowser, so just try to finish it off the main game of that tonight. But for the amount of little luck I was having for that, I just decided not to. And I only did 2 worlds, which was World 5 and 6. On this part here, you have, as you can see, there's a green pipe, that won't shoot, and the only way how you can access it is when it's on the bottom part, or on top. So that's kind of a creative place to put a pipe. I hope so. That already so far we're making pretty good progress here. Not much trouble going on here. Probably also because I'm not having someone in a bubble and accidentally popping them so much, and so that could also be it. And then I don't even need to do that because of the propeller shroom. But I am gonna need to do that so I can get across like this and get the flag. And boy, that's a tight one to get. But I managed to get through it very easily. But yeah, usually what you do is get like an ice flower, and to get right through freeze them and such, or do what I did and just go through it fast and up. But hey, at this point here, you actually do need is kind of a tricky star coin to get because you need the ice flower or a second player to just do it. But we got all the star coins in time to face off with Bowser Jr. His clown car looks very destroyed. He takes his dad's clown car. It's funny that even if you manage to skip the other 2 airship levels by taking the cannons, and it will look fine. Won't look damaged like that, and it will still kick it out of the way. But yeah, if you just ground pounding or drilling down like that makes the platform wave up like that, and that's what you have to do for this boss fight. Which, that's alright. Nothing too special. But fire homes in on you, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, the last hit, the spike wall is twice as big, so you can easily ground pound it straight up into him right away as soon as he drops it. But hey, we did it. We rescued the Peach, and it looks like it's a happy ending. Well, looks like it's not over yet. Holy crap, I gotta say, that castle looks amazing. And yet, for some reason, we're now in the middle of the path here. There's nothing to do, but yeah. Yeah, the world map is now expanded, so now we get to have Bowser's castle here. And I gotta say, this castle looks amazing. I don't know, just something about it that just looks amazing to me. Yeah, it's very symmetrical though, and I've actually seen this built in Minecraft, so it's pretty cool. But it's enough admiring the outside. Let's go on the inside and do the final level. Yeah, now unlike DS, there's no like 5 extra stages and there's left to do, and then the final level. But no, it's just a simple. It's just a final level like this, and already the interior is not really impressive from how it was in DS, because yeah, the final stage in DS, it was very creative and probably the best final level of any of the entire New Super Mario Bros. Series, where you were flipping the room upside down by pressing switches and making tight jumps and such. Well, this just kind of feels like your standard castle. So pretty much, yeah, it's probably the worst final level full of any new Super Mario Bros. Game. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, mind you. It's just that it doesn't feel that hard of a level. Because look, this platform's slowly falling. Whatever shall I do? Same with this one here. I mean, like, things are getting a little more interesting when you go down this pipe here, because yeah, that's when the lava's going down and skeleton platforms here are slowly going down. This one starts getting a little more interesting, but not enough to like amaze me or anything. Really, but hey, it's a cool idea. Yeah, I'll give you that. And I see the second star coin here. So it's nice, and plus, it's one thing I haven't mentioned quite much since I think only the beginning of the LP here was that the beginning it said today's Peach's birthday, and does that mean this entire game takes place on Peach's birthday? I don't know. I'm thinking too much about this. And checkpoint, and there was an invisible block here with, and one right here, fire flower. But we're going straight in. Yeah, it's convenient that we have a checkpoint right there because it's when we're doing the final boss of the game against Bowser. And oh boy, fireballs get shooting at us. Say, if you have the ice flower, you can shoot them to make them smaller, and then they'll eventually disappear. Here, just trying to dodge them here. Yeah, and there we go. Dodge them all. Yeah. We can make it to the end, and there's the guy, Bowser. Now, what you're supposed to do normally is wait for him to jump, not like that, but jump so high to it. But since I have the propeller shroom, yeah, like that, I can just fly over him and do this. That's why I didn't pick up the fire flower back there. But pretty darn simple boss, and looks like that's it. Boy, that was kind of a letdown from the last game and such, but I got the princess and it's all over. It's all a trick. Kamek was in disguise. But now what's happening? And holy crap! Yeah, now this is when the fight really begins. And I gotta say this is now easily the best Bowser fight in the entire New Super Mario Bros. Series. Yeah. And yeah, the DS version was kind of the opposite of this, to where it had the best final level, but probably the worst boss of the series, where this game it's the other way around, where it has probably the worst final level of any of the series, where of the New Super Mario Bros. Series, that is not the entire Mario series. is about the best Bowser fight. So this fight really makes up for the level. Oh, and such, and the last star coin's right there. And you got a lot of coins at this part here, so you won't get a game over. And you have to let Bowser, as you can see, you have to let Bowser shoot at fireballs at you and to clear a path for you. And item box here contains a propeller shroom. Yeah, now with that you can just easily run across here and try to get away from Bowser and create these waves of lava that you don't want to touch, because he'll get far. If you get far enough ahead, he'll jump like that. Oh, what he just did there. Oh, geez, that was a close one, but so right. So Spuds can be kind of tricky to do, even if you're playing four-player co-op, that is. But luckily, Peach is right here and just step on the switch, and that's it. Why did I install that switch there? If Mario didn't have the propeller suit on, he would have taken his hat off there. Oh, Mario, did I ever tell you about that secret world? Don't think, judging by Mario's answer, I don't think she has. But yeah, now we're in the credits, to where we can just ground pound letters here, and with Rick and just get coins from them. And also, you can stand up onto. You can stand on the letters like that, and yeah, but you will. There's no death barrier up top, so they will eventually disappear. So yeah, there's that, and that's it for New Super Mario Bros. Wii. So already, I guess I'll give my thoughts on the game here. This was pretty fun playing this again, even if didn't do it all by myself. Well, I had to use the second player out there controller to play as other characters, because don't get the option to switch them with the first character that is. But yeah, I had a great time playing this again. And in fact, I said this before and I'll say it again. Out of all the new Super Mario Bros. Games, this one's easily my favorite out of all of them. It has some of the most memorable levels in the game, some of the very creative ones, and definitely near like the end of the game and such, and such. So that's great, right? And not what. I'm trying to get him back in position. And like that. And if you stay still in place long enough, they'll Yeah, if you're staying still all the way, long enough, the characters start dancing. But yeah, overall, do you think this game did the best of what the new Super Mario Bros. Series had to offer? For the most part, that is. Is here to like, yeah, had the best item mini game, best one up mini game here, game bet. So just really like some of the best biggest highlight of this game is the multiplayer itself. Overall, oh yeah, I feel like this was definitely a really thought out game for being the second entry in the new Super Mario Bros. Series. As in definitely still again my opinion, this is the best of the series in my opinion. Not saying the other ones are bad or anything, but I just found this one to be the most fun out of all of them. But yeah, then again, that could also be because this is the one that I grew up with the most. Used to play with a bunch of family, and such, and still sure had a great time with it. Even still do. If there was anything wrong with this game, really, is that would like to make it so you could just switch players without having to grab second controller too. That's my only gripe with the game, really. But then again, the later games can't fix that. So you know what? I can't complain too much about that. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about it. And depending on who had the highest score at the end, they would say, "Oh yeah," but since I tied, they all said, "Oh yeah." You know, if you really thought that was gonna happen, you probably should have flipped him the other way. What? Yep, yeah, after you beat the game, you unlock World 9. So, yeah, we're gonna save that for the bonus video here. So, and I guess that'll be it for this episode then. So, see you all next time for one, do either for that bonus video or two, depending on how many I do. It's gonna be one at two, two at the most, one at the least, for whenever that happens, or when I start my next Let's Play, which will be on Halo 3. So I'll see you all next time.